you put the glasses on, you have the whole suit and it all comes together. And Tessa and I on the first day for the camera test looked at each other and thought, wow, this is pretty cool, you know. This is the iconic shots we'd seen in the previous movies, and now here we are a part of it. So it's pretty special.
I'm a big fan of the films, and when we are shooting this movie, there are moments when I walk into some of these set pieces and I'm like, oh my God, I'm in a Men in Black film, you know? So there are moments that are really, I think, going to be satisfying to people that have lived with this franchise for a long time. But I think even bringing to a new audience that isn't familiar, to a young audience that isn't familiar with these films.
Come on, the world's not going to save itself.
I'm driving. That really should be here.
Oh, I love this country.
There's a real throwback to the classic sort of cop films that I grew up on, but injected with a sci-fi alien element, which makes it very unique and fresh. It is, you know, it's a great sense of humor to it, and a great, you know, universal scope, and we traverse a lot of landscape in this and a lot of different settings, but a huge amount of heart too. I think it always comes back to the characters and their, you know, interconnected sort of relationships within this world, and what it means to work within MIB, and what you have to give up and sacrifice in order to sort of know the larger truth about what's in the universe, and that comes at a cost, and that is something that I think where the bond occurs, because they're all, you know, there is an element of sort of loneliness or sort of living some sort of, you know, being a mystery to the rest of the world.
Molly, who happens to be a woman, is the one that is sort of really rational, and leads with her heart, and then Agent H, it leads with his, you know, leads with his heart and his emotions, and he's less rational, and I think it makes for some cool interplay between them. And they have some really different fundamental ideas about what's important in the world, and I think in the course of the movie they both, you know, kind of bring each other over to their side respectively, which is cool.
She definitely has her reservations about him, you know. Initially she's excited to try and be on the mission, but very quickly kind of thinks, hang on, something doesn't add up here. This guy is not quite what he's all cracked up to be, and she sees through the facade, or the sort of, you know, the bigger lie. She doesn't know why, but eventually she figures that out. But also, I think, his approach to things definitely bothers her.
Catching up on my daily meditation. Time for lunch, I think. You hungry?
It's 9:30.
Perfect. Tuesday's taco day.
H has a classic E-type Jag, which is beautiful for all the obvious reasons, but quite unique in the sense that every part of that car was also a weapon. So we had a lot of fun when we're attacked by the dyads, the twins. We pull out, you know, weapons from the hubcap and the exhaust pipe and the side view mirror and the door handles, and the gas tank, and so on. There's all different sort of weapons coming out, and so it's a smorgasbord of alien tech, MIB tech in that scene, which was pretty cool.
He's bringing so much. I think he really wants to create a character that feels iconic but is really specific. He's someone that, you know, works day in and day out to really make sure that the script really feels, you know, he puts so much of his heart into it.
The men and women in black.
Yeah, ha, perfectly done.